This tutorial is about plans and goals, which are a critical part of the coaching process. So let's talk first from the admin point of view. So you go to admin, you go to your role here, admin, and you would click on a plan. So plans are just a way to show a grouping of goals or supplies. And so if there's specific plans, like if your company or if you're a group of coaches and you've created some IPs that you sell as an overall program or plan, you could do that. It could be 10 weeks to a new you, whatever it is. You can create that. You can select the editing options and who's able to see it or not. Typically you would just click off the coaches, you hit save, and the plan would appear right here. And so then you click on the plan and you begin to build it out. And so you can add goals, and so it would be week 1 goals. You could add descriptions, etc. And so you can create a pre-made plan that is a template that you can then assign to people to use over and over again. And so to this goal, you could then add what are the actions that need to happen in order to meet this particular goal. Or you could be very specific, right? Instead of saying week 1 goal, it could be, first section is educate, and action number 1 is to take the training on leadership. Action number 2 is to take training on communication. And so you just begin to add the actions until you actually had created a pre-made template, plan template full of actions. When you're done, you go back, and when you're ready, you just simply hit activate, and then other people on the site, and in this case other coaches, would be able to see those plans and use them. In the future, we'll have it where you can actually import pre-made plans from the marketplace, but this feature is currently under construction. So let's take a look at how this currently works as a coach. Now, I showed you from the administration point of view, because if you want to have templates that everybody in your organization uses, then the admin would have to do that so that everyone has a chance to see those. As an individual coach, if you go to client management, you can create your own plans right here if you want, just by creating a new plan right in the same way that I showed you. Or you can pull down the template. So if you click on templates, you would see the exact templates that have been made available inside of the from the admin level. So you can create your own plans if you'd like by creating new. You can pull down a template, and when you're ready, then you would then assign those to a client. So by default, every client will be given a default coaching plan. So for instance, if I were to go to my clients, I'll pick Susan, and I want to look at Susan's goals, then I would click here, and I would see here is the My Coaching Plan. It's a blank plan that everybody has, so they can start from scratch. And so in this case, in working with Susan, I've added, or she's added, 3 goals to show greater empathy as a leader, improve lead time, advance in my career. And so those would be 3 goals that she has, and you add new goals by clicking here, and then once a goal is created, she can add the actions that she's going to take in order to meet those goals. And so she can assign them to herself, and when she's going to do them by, she can provide an indicator as to whether she's on track or not, as well as marking how she's doing against that. And so that's kind of how a plan works, is that every client has a default coaching plan, which is a blank plan to which they can add goals. However, if you've created your own IP and you have your own specific plans, whether it's for a particular company or a particular target market, you can actually build out the plans yourself, complete with goals and actions and documents and videos and things like that. And so if you had sold, say, a group of 10 people on some, on your 10-week program or your 12 weeks to success, then you would go and say, I want to assign them that specific plan. And so you could go here and you could say, I want to assign the coaching plan to all of these people. And then you just hit assign, and that's how that plan would appear for them. If in order for me to assign this one, I just need to go ahead and activate it. So I'd go ahead and activate this first, and now it's asking who do I want to assign this to. So maybe that person bought it, etc. And I just hit assign, and that would appear under their goals. And so at its basic level, every client, and I now have logged in as a client over here, I'm Susan. When they go to click on their goals, they would see that plan and any goals they've added against it. They would also see any additional plans that you've assigned them that they would want to work on as well. So the plans are basically where the work happens. And specifically, it's not just at the plan level, but it's really at the goals and actions that are so critical for clients to progress forward in their coaching experience. So at a high level, this is how you use the plan templates, and you can assign them straight to a client. At the client level, you can create just a free form plan for them if you don't have a template already, and work with them on that. So that is a plan template.